Hi, Norman Nomitz here again. This is what we do when we don't have any friends. Today I'm going to be putting in a couple of these USBs into spare panels that I've got in my car. Now this is a 2008 Nissan Pathfinder, so you've got to kind of strip the whole of the middle section out to get to where I need to be. So I've kind of made a little start. So I'll just turn the camera and show you what I've done so far and tell you what I'm going to do. So this is where we're going to be putting, I'm going to be putting one there and one here because I've got two of them. So that's where they will sit, right there. Now I've marked this positive and negative because I'm going to need to explain something later. Now I've actually got a switch. Well, it's not going to be in that yellow, but it's in there because I was trying to find out the switch sizes, because that switch might have to go there. Might. And I'm saying might because the dilemma that I have, I'm going to be teeing into the wires of here, which is my cigarette lighter port. Now as you can see, that lights up, so that's continuous power because the keys, as you can see, are on the floor. So another thing I could have done was get in here, because there's one in the middle section of the glove box type, or the middle console, and it is not continuous power. So there's a number of things I'm going to have to do depending on how I get on round the back here. As I might have to, if there's a red wire here which is power is going to that, because I think continuous power is like a green or a yellow, could be something like that. So I don't want continuous power because these things have got LED lights in them, nice LED lights, so I don't want them on all the time, because if you was to park it say in an airport for 2 weeks and you come back and your car probably wouldn't start. So I'd rather have it say on a switch if there's no red wire to tee into, or not have it. I'm certainly not wanting it continuous. So I've started pulling the central console apart. I should probably do another video, but I'd rather explain things rather than, you know, there's nothing more depressing than watching people like saw a piece of timber and like put in bolts and screws and stuff and jack cars up and take tires off, take wheels off rather. So I've got all these kind of different tools. So you prise that up there and that pops up. As you can see in the back there's a screw. Take that screw out and there's only one screw holding this whole middle section on. Now obviously the radio will remain. So there's two, there's a catch here and there's a catch there, so you've got to pry them out. Now I've taken that middle section out. You just pretty much pop it out of here and out it comes, and then once I get to that stage there is, I think, 2 cuts here and 1 cut there, so you uncut there and that whole section will come away from this section, and then we'll pull this apart, because I want to firstly get to here and secondly push these out, and then we'll explain what we're going to do with the wires and the wiring, how we're going to wire it up. Okay, so I'll get back to you just in a minute. So I have disconnected half the dashboard. This is the center console, as you can see. That's the upper console. Sorry about the sun there just a little bit. Now I've fitted this switch, which is nice and flush. I was a bit worried about fitting that. Try to line it up central with this, make it all look nice, and I popped these caps out, the fillers, and I put them in. So obviously they are, now I have tried them because I disconnected the cigarette lighter, just which was, you know, obviously here on the car, and I made up a wire here to try them, one of them directly, and there is a direct feed, which I thought it would be, and that's why I've decided to put the switch in. So I'm going to run the cables from the, well, snip into those cables to the switch, and then the switch down to the thing. And I think I might put a fuse in between there, which I think I've got it here. I think I've got a 10 amp in there. That might be a bit big, but anyway. So I've got the starter cable. So I think what I'll do is I'll have lunch, and then I'll come back, make up the cables, and I can get it all in there. But it's looking good. They're a bit, maybe just a bit bulky in comparison to these Nissan standard ones. But you know what? Am I ever going to be using four at one time? No, probably not. But if I'm ripping everything to shreds, not shreds, but you know what I mean. If I'm ripping the dashboard and stuff, do one. I might do two. But like I said earlier, I thought about putting them on here, you know, on the side of the console where the gear stick is. But I just thought, no, I'll keep it out of the way. Switch up the side, you know, so probably more often than not always going to be used by the passengers. So anyway, it is what it is. It looks all very nice and lovely. I'm very happy. Okay, I'll run some cables after lunch, and I'll come back and I'll show you the connections. So what I've got here is the cables in. So that is the cables in the back of the USBs. I know that this whole thing's upside down. This is all upside down. Now this is it to the switch that's going to go on the top fascia. So as you can see, when I put that on, those are coloured, so they are actually on. So that is that. Now I had a bit of use some let's say I've got it on a fuse. Probably don't need it, and the fuse might be a bit high, and then I plugged everything else in, and this is working. Not that that will probably be used now, and then we're going to wait to put everything back. So I'll have to disconnect this, put it in the top fascia, screw everything back, and we should be good to go. Okay, I'll see you when. Hello, I'm back. Now that's everything fitted again. Now I've got my sunscreen up because it was warm and we're facing the wrong way. So that's all back in to the switch. The only thing is, I don't know why the switch is not. So that's in the off position, but the switch, as I was going to say, is not lighting up. So that's it on. So we've not tried them, but that was quite tidy. Give them a bit of a clean, just with this working there. But that was really quite well, relatively easy. There was a bit mucking about with the cables and stuff. I would suggest that you make the cables pretty long, because obviously this is into the body of the middle section. So you're teeing in the cables over here, and you'd either have to come up and over and then have them go like round and down and in, and then up to the switch. I mean, let's say you wouldn't necessarily have to have the switch there, but I mean, you could have had it maybe on the side, and that would have probably well, that would have been a lot easier, because that's in one panel and this is in another panel, you know. So maybe there would have been ideal, but I just wanted to see it. But like I say, I don't know why that's not lighting up, so I might have to get another one, and when I've in there again, because I'm going to be changing my globes on my cluster there, so that it looks, well, blue. I'm going to get them blue like the rest of this, but that's going to look really good at night, and switch them off. So hopefully that helped. Bye for now. Now I just had a bit of an afterthought, because I had this written down anyway, and I was going to show you what I actually did. So this here was the red and the black going to the cigarette holder, right? So what I did was, off the red I put a fuse, which I think is a 15 amp, I think it's a 20 going to the cigarette lighter. So I just wanted to protect all this. So obviously I continued on the plug to go to the cigarette lighter. So here I put in a fuse to the that's coming down here to the positive in on the switch, and then obviously the negative is coming from there to the negative on the switch, which was black, and then I put power out, so 2 cables here going round and down to the positive and the positive, and then I run negatives, the blacks, back to the black coming in from the engine bay, fuse in the engine bay, and fuse that and put that back to there. So that's going to be on the main fuse, and this is going to be on the positive fuse, that one there. So I put in a 15, I think. No, tell that, it was maybe a 10. It was maybe a 10 I put in. I think it's probably more than ample for these things because they're not pulling much at all, but I wanted to just protect it. So like I say, coming in to there, positive in, and then the out to the 2 positives on the switch. Because like I say, the switch was a positive negative and a positive negative. It was really quite easy to wire. And like I say, you've got a continuous in, then the switch either puts it off or to out. So, and like I say, the negative. So that's really how we did it. But like I say, give yourself plenty of cable. Alright,